Long ago, in the heart of the African wilderness, elephants looked very different from the ones we know today. They were large and majestic, but their noses were short, stubby, and barely useful. They could sniff the air but could not grasp things or spray water like they do now. Among these elephants was a particularly curious young calf named Tembo. Tembo was unlike the other baby elephants. He was full of questions and always eager to explore. "Why is the sky blue?" he would ask the birds. "Why do the rivers flow?" he would wonder aloud. But his most burning question was one he dared not ask the elders. "Why are our noses so short?" One day, while playing near the riverbank, Tembo saw something unusual, a long, slithering creature basking in the sun. It had sharp eyes, a powerful tail, and a mouth that curved into a sly smile. "What are you?" Tembo asked. "I am Crocodile," the creature hissed. "And I know secrets about the river that no elephant has ever learned." Tembo's ears flapped with excitement. Tell me your secrets." Crocodile chuckled. "Come closer, little one, and I will share them with you." But Tembo hesitated. Something about the way Crocodile's eyes glowed in the sunlight made him uneasy. Tembo rushed back to his herd, eager to share what he had seen. The older elephants listened carefully, their ears twitching with concern. "Stay away from the river's edge," warned the eldest elephant, Grandmother Boko. "Crocodiles are not to be trusted," Tembo's mother added. "They may seem wise, but their hearts are full of trickery." But Tembo was not convinced. "How can I learn if I do not ask questions? How can I know the world if I do not explore?" The older elephants sighed. They knew Tembo was stubborn. "Be careful, little one," Grandmother Boko finally said. "Curiosity can lead to great wisdom, or great trouble." That night, as the moon shone over the savannah, Tembo lay awake. His mind swirled with thoughts of Crocodile and the secrets he might reveal. The river called to him, whispering in the wind. He decided he would return, alone. Before dawn, while the other elephants still slept, Tembo made his way to the riverbank. The water glowed under the first light of morning, and mist hovered above its surface. There, just as before, was Crocodile. "Ah, the curious one returns," Crocodile said, his voice smooth as the flowing water. "Are you ready to learn my secrets?" Tembo nodded eagerly. "Yes, tell me everything." Crocodile's smile widened. "Very well. But first, I must whisper it to you so no one else hears." Tembo leaned in. Closer, closer still. And in a flash, Crocodile's powerful jaws snapped onto Tembo's small nose. Tembo screamed in terror. "Let me go." Crocodile held on tight, his grip like iron. "Oh no, little elephant," he hissed. "You wanted to learn, and now you shall." With a mighty jerk, Crocodile began to pull Tembo toward the water. Tembo thrashed and kicked, but Crocodile's grip was relentless. The young elephant dug his feet into the muddy bank, using all his strength to resist. The water splashed wildly around them, and the sound of their struggle echoed through the morning air. Back in the forest, Tembo's cries reached the ears of his herd. The older elephants stirred, their eyes widening in alarm. "Tembo is in trouble," his mother cried. Without hesitation, the herd stampeded toward the river. Meanwhile, Tembo continued to fight. His short nose began to stretch, pulling longer and longer as Crocodile yanked harder. Pain shot through his face, but he refused to let go. Then, just as Crocodile gave one final vicious pull, thunderous footsteps shook the ground. The herd had arrived. Tembo's mother charged forward first, her massive body crashing through the riverbank. "Let go of my son," she trumpeted, her voice shaking the very trees. The other elephants joined in, stomping their feet, sending vibrations through the ground. Crocodile hesitated. He had strength, but he was outnumbered. Seeing his chance, Tembo pulled with all his might. His stretched nose throbbed, but he refused to give up. Finally, with one last tug, his trunk slipped from Crocodile's jaws. The force sent Tembo tumbling backward onto the shore. He lay there, gasping, his heart pounding in his chest. As Tembo caught his breath, he noticed something strange. His nose, his short, stubby nose, was now long and flexible. The other elephants gathered around in amazement. "What happened to you?" his mother asked. I don't know," Tembo said, touching his new trunk. Curious, he lifted it to the river and took a deep breath. Suddenly, a stream of water shot from his trunk, splashing onto the ground. The herd gasped. "You can drink without bending down," one elephant marveled. Tembo's eyes lit up. He reached for a tree branch and wrapped his trunk around it. He could grasp things. What had once been a painful ordeal had given him a gift. From that day on, elephants used their new trunks for everything: drinking, eating, playing, and even defending themselves. Tembo had suffered, but his courage and determination had changed his kind forever. As he grew older, he became a great leader, teaching young elephants the wisdom of curiosity, but also the importance of caution. And so, to this day, every elephant carries the mark of that fateful encounter. Their long trunks, once a sign of struggle, became a symbol of strength. And whenever you see an elephant spraying water or reaching for a high branch, remember the story of Tembo, the little elephant whose curiosity shaped the destiny of his species.